Hello, Warpath commanders. How's everyone? So this is legendary S40 and F2B build their CCs in the water on this front. They enabled 27NT to get to this blockhouse. They have secured the land. S40 built all their way from here to here, and they were able to curtail or block Sen from taking this blockhouse. So Sen moved out, they built their CC towards this. Goth, Sen, and 300 tried to keep this part of the sea, but they weren't able to because S40 and F2B also built their CCs down here and they started fighting on the sea alongside 27NT and they weren't able to hold back. So you can see S40 will have villages here. Yeah, these are S40 villages. Yep. This is also S40, I believe. Yep. So they build all their way up to here. 2780 have been able to push up to here, but they can't get on the land because there's no way you can get on the land. This is Sen. Yep, this is Sen. Cop have built here. Goth have secured this blockhouse, and 300 have built all their way up, from the ocean up to here. And Fire built back their CC here. Fire were also on this side of the front. So all four alliances and all four alliances were 4 versus 4 going on here. The naval battle was quite epic. I did post one of the videos before. You can go and watch. Obviously, I can't record all the fight. There has been so much that's going on the sea in this front. Sen have their CC that's about to get built, and you can see the ships of 27 and T are aligned like an arrow. So, which is quite interesting, I believe. So, yeah, this is it. I think 300, the Navy eats all your reserves, so 300 Goth and Cop have finally decided, to save the reserves. Also, Sen to keep the reserves for the middle. They'll still have one blockhouse, so they have the opportunity to get to the middle, although it will be very hard because 3 other blockhouses are kept by S40, F2B, and their allies, of course, Fire and 2780. So it won't be easy to get inside, but I think it will still be interesting. You never know. 300 and allies might be able to get to the central base, and if they do, that would be a very interesting fight in the middle. So I'll definitely try to record that one. In the previous in Cairo, they were able to get to the middle, but the allies was different. Of course, the Sun were with S40. Let's see how this will change this time around with Goths and 300 being on the same side. I think the most deciding factor in this battleground, especially in Aegean Sea, where we have navy and land both, and lot of naval battles have taken place already. So therefore, the main deciding factor will be the number of reserves every alliance member has. So whichever has deeper pockets can buy more reserves or has more reserves is going to win eventually. So managing your reserves is super important. Right now, I think Goth 300 and Sen are doing the smart thing. They have to play defensive if they want to save the reserves. Because in the navy, in the ocean, being aggressive costs you a lot more reserves, especially if you don't have a lot more army groups going on. Then defending side, if you're online, you don't lose that much. You can just jump away. So yeah, navy can be expensive in reserves, especially if you're trying to do one-on-one or like just few players trying to take out a base, a strong base especially. So it will be very interesting. As far as our map goes in Silver 1, we are doing okay as well. This is our settlements, what we started here. And we have secured up to the military lab. Our allies did help us, so thanks to them. THF fought really well, but we have finally been able to curtail them and push them back. We have almost secured land base. We are trying to build around it to secure it. We have secured the blockhouse. In ocean, we couldn't do much. We are very weak at navy, so God has been able to like build up to here. We didn't even try to fight them because we don't have that much of a strong navy. God fought really well. They fought really well against Seoul. Both very tough alliances. They stayed back and forth against each other for many days. Uh, at one active time, one was building through and getting up to the lab, and then the other alliance was getting up to lab. We are also aligned with Seoul, so they have built it. 132 are a powerhouse in the ocean. There are enemies, of course, and they have secured all the sea as well. So our enemies are basically dominating the sea, but we have the land dominance, and land has more points in Aegean, so therefore we are looking in a very good condition. 124 are our allies. Really, we have also been allies in Cairo. No, Moscow actually. Yeah, we have also been allies in the Moscow, so we know them. Very good alliance, super active. Uh, some whales in there and very nice. 132 are very strong, given that they are from much newer server. They're very strong, very good alliance. But 124 has been able to curtail them on the land, so which is nice. We have the land dominance here. And obviously, finally, DS. Our allies, they are a powerhouse. They can't be beaten, especially not by E-Tech. E-Tech are not that strong or not that active. DS are one of the most powerful alliances, although they are struggling in the sea, in the ocean against TH. So our allies and us are doing great on the land, but we have been like losing on the sea on every front basically. So all four of our alliances are not that strong in the ocean, and almost all four of them are quite reasonably well or strong from the enemies. Especially 132, they have some great ships and good officers and all that from what I've seen. God also strong. TH has some good bases as well. So it's a land dominance for us and it's a sea dominance for us. The previous Aegean we played, we had the similar condition, similar situation. We had SLTB from 121 and their allies, and they had the sea dominance in that map. And we had the land dominance and we won eventually, but it was a tough battle. In this map, also in this Aegean as well, it's our second Aegean. So in this as well, we have the land dominance, we have the land control, but we don't have any sea control whatsoever. So all the seas are being dominated by the enemies, all the land is being dominated by us and our allies. So I think we will hopefully be able to secure the central base and arms factories. And if we do, we will win by the points. So we are looking good. But yeah, on ground as well, it's not that easy. They are very tough opponents. THR fought really well. We weren't able to get out. Our CC was burning at one point of time, and like it was very tough. Similar to God and Soul went back and forth. It was very tough battle. Same on land for 124 and 132. It was back and forth for many days, couple of days. DS has like complete dominance over the land. They have no fights whatsoever. They are very strong on the land, and also they have no opponents. E-Tech is just not strong enough to fight alliance as powerful as DSR. But in the ocean, we will definitely have to do something. Maybe awaken some naval officers or do something like upgrade our ships or something before the conquest ends to be able to secure something at least in the ocean. So this is our situation in Silver 1. I also have an account in Silver 2, but we are sort of like 50-50 on that account as well. So I don't know. I don't play that much on that account, but I do actively check this account out. So yeah, there is that. This was the update. This is the final update, and I think I just wanted to make a video on the brief for people that are interested in watching the other maps but weren't able to keep up because of their busy schedule or because of their uh, being busy on their own maps. So this is why I record the video to make a brief situational update, so situational awareness, if you may call it, for people to be aware of what's going on other maps. So I think this lineary will be definitely super important. I really want like both sides, 4 versus 4, to get in the middle, because in Cairo that was epic. And low key, I want 300 and Elias to be able to win this one. Like that would be super upsetting and interesting, because as for T are very dominant. They have been winning their C4s from the past. I don't know, 4 to 5 C4s I believe. They have completely won. S21 has gone down to gold, and I think, I don't know if their map is up. Okay, their map is still on. S21 has lost, which is quite shocking because they are still very powerful alliance. But I don't know, they just couldn't win because they don't have high activity levels. Despite having whales, they don't have enough people active online to run multiple groups. Like to dominate on a map, you need more than 4 to 5 army groups to have complete control on the land. They have whale accounts. I have no money accounts. Very powerful accounts. Doctor M, DRM, and Spirit. Very good players. Like one on one, they are very good. They have great air forces, great bombers, and everything, fully wrenched and all, everything. But just being whales is not enough to win. Like you need army groups, and not just play 1 or 2 hours a day. You have to play more. In higher leagues, your activity levels determines the outcome of your alliance. The more activity and active players you have in an alliance, the more players are running to able to run army groups, and effectively refill the army groups and keep them going, the more your chances of success you have. Therefore, it's all down to running groups and all that. That's why S40 keeps winning all the C4s, because they run 7 to 8 army groups, like 3 to 4 artillery groups, 3 to 4 like the field groups of MBTs and lights and helicopters and everything. So they have complete, and they keep refilling at a very rapid pace, and they're able to generate and keep the groups very fast. And then they make on top of that some rocket launcher groups quickly, and then some super heavy or like infantry and everything. They keep it, and they just rock and roll. Then they just go out and just smash bases. So this is something that S21 has always lacked. That's why they dropped down to gold. And the whales of S21, I have no money counts. I'm not spending money from what I heard. So, but you can still win without even spending money. They have very powerful accounts. The main thing they're lacking right now is synergy. They need synergy among their members and the activity levels. They don't have that raw passion to succeed, to win. If you genuinely care and enjoy the game, you will give it time and dedicate yourself to win. But they might be busy in their real lives. I don't know what's going on, but I think they could have won this. Like NNN and Madaf are strong, but not as strong as S21. It's not the matter of strength, it was definitely the matter of activity levels. NNN and Madaf had much more active players. They were running groups, artillery groups, and they were able to take out all the whales of S21, because uh, it's always about groups. Like the more people you have online, the more groups you have, you're able to take out the bases effectively, even if you're not as strong as them. So this is the update. This is the whole scenario that's going on. After Aegean, there is we have another map coming up, Vancouver. Vancouver, where is Vancouver? We can't see it, but it is on the map, I believe. I have seen it before. It was somewhere. Berlin, Paris, Rome, Aegean, Cairo, Moscow, San Francisco, New York, Chicago. But anyways, it was being shown here somewhere. I don't know where has it gone. But anyways, So this is what's been going on. This is all for now. There's not much happening because I think how many days are there for blockers to open? 6 days? Yep, 6:30 or 3 hours. So that would be interesting. A lot can happen in 3 days, 6 days actually. They can still lose this side as well on ground, but they'll have to give up everything to secure this blockhouse. 300 can lose on the ocean as well, but if they keep it, they can get onto here. It will open in one day, I believe, one day and some hours. The ocean fort. No, no, it's not even one day. It's 19 hours. Yeah, the ocean forts when open, you can take the entreport and the naval battle will ensue and you can build up to here. When blockhouse is open, you can technically get onto the land from this side as well. If they are able to keep the ocean. That is a big if. Because in Navy we have seen the S40 has complete dominance in the sea as well. Not just on the land. So there is that. Fire are building back their CC, which is interesting. I don't know why, but they are. Let's see what happens.